Making your own dressing is so much easier than you might think. All you need is 5 minutes and just a handful of ingredients. Let me show you how to make it. To make the lemon vinaigrette, start by adding half a cup of olive oil to the cup of a bullet blender. Add in a quarter cup of fresh lemon juice, 1 tablespoon of white wine vinegar, 1 teaspoon of fresh lemon thyme or regular thyme, and this is optional. You can add half to 1 teaspoon of sweetener, quarter teaspoon of salt, an eighth of a teaspoon of ground black pepper, half a teaspoon of minced garlic, 1.5 teaspoons of Dijon mustard. Add the cover with the blade on top and blend until it's emulsified. Hi guys, I'm Julianne, Keto Cooking Christian, and well, you saw how quick and easy that was to make. It only took me 5 minutes. What I love about this dressing is because I make it in a bullet blender, it doesn't separate. It gets perfectly emulsified, and so once you put it in the fridge, you don't have to worry about it. You can just stays just exactly like it is. It's nice and thick. So let's give it a try. And I like a good amount of dressing on my salads. Really good. Very fresh, very lemony. You can also use it for other things, okay? So what I like to do is I like to use it as a marinade, and you can use it for either steak or chicken or um, fish or shrimp, and you just marinate it for fish and seafood. You want to marinate it just not too long, maybe an hour at the most, because the acid in the lemon will start cooking the fish, kind of like ceviche. Um, and but with steak or chicken, you can marinate a little bit longer, and it really infuses really nice flavor into your whatever your protein is. But a little trick that I like to do is typically when you marinate something and you throw it on the grill or however you're going to cook it, you throw the marinade away. But what I like to do is I like to simmer it on the stove top for maybe about 10 minutes. And what that does is it actually makes it safe to consume because it cooks off any bacteria or anything. And I like to brush it over the top of whether I mostly do this with shrimp or salmon or chicken. And you brush it over on the last couple of minutes of when you're grilling it, and it makes a really nice, thick, and almost sticky glaze. It just transforms the dish into something extraordinary. I do this with a couple of different recipes that I have on my site. One is a Thai chicken, like a curry sauce. It's not a dressing, but it is a marinade that I turn into a glaze. And then the other one is citrus grilled chicken. And I do the same exact thing. And in fact, the marinade is very similar to this dressing. And I brush it on in the last few minutes of grilling, and it makes just such a nice glaze on the outside, and it gives it so much more flavor that way. Um, if you can think of any other uses for dressings, I know a lot of people will just buy a bottle of Italian dressing to use as a marinade, but why not make your own? You saw how quick and easy that was to make, and you don't have to worry about any strange ingredients or preservatives in your food. And it keeps very well. I would say up to about a week, if it even lasts that long in your fridge. For me, it doesn't. I eat a lot of salads. So I hope you give this a try. And if you do, let me know how you use it. Let me know how you like it. And thank you for watching.